Yes, top of the morning. Zaga, Yaga, Yaga, yeah. You know the vibes. You're rocking out with your truly Showtime Sizzle out in the sauce. I want to jump on extra, extra, extra early, because this topic right here, I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to take my time with it because I'm going to say a lot of names. I'm going to call out a lot of different groups. I'm going to call out a lot of different players. This is trending right now in the YTC. Earl Spence Jr., a random black guy. Let me clear my throat. It's early in the morning. But yes, random black guy tweets out, y'all YouTube MFs have made a lot of money off of Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. This shit is bad. Y'all post clickbait videos with fake inside sources or old footage. Uh, the source been telling y'all this for a minute now. I've been saying like with the whole Spence Crawford that YouTube was killing the flow. You have guys that post like Phenom, Blue Blood, half of the LDBC, Champ Side. All these guys, they post Boxing Ego. They post Earl Spence videos nonstop, daily, day after day, right? Claiming to have sources and information, but it never adds up. It never adds up, right? Granted, some of them may, be in contact with Derrick James and other people on the team, but you're not getting no concrete, credible information, and it shows. It shows, with the clickbait and then the dumbing down. Like I've been saying that they've been dumbing down the business. What I mean by the business, I mean trying to get this fight done. And you are constantly putting out false narratives, and from a far distance, the average YouTube audience doesn't know nothing. They just know whoever they subscribe to and follow, and they think that whatever they are kicking is the facts. But here you have the fighter come out saying facts. So now I can't wait to see how a couple of the names. I watched a stream yesterday. Dudes is in denial, but it's just a beautiful thing to finally see, people getting called out on they fraudism. That's what's been going on YouTube for so long. A lot of people be out here frauding with it, man. Frauding with it, knowing damn well they're not getting no concrete information. And I stated that in a lot of chats. I went to war with a lot of people. But look how through the graces of God, I'm still standing, only getting stronger and stronger. But a lot of this I've been speaking on for years and years and years. You know, all these dudes be out here, perpetrating, perpetrating, clickbaiting. It's called clickbaiting now, right? But I call it perpetrating, perpetrating. But yeah, Earl Spence comes out and agrees with random black guy on Twitter. And that is the screensaver that I'm using for this particular video. But for those that are conscious and woke, the writing has been on the wall, man. These YouTubers, bloggers, that's all they do. They sit around and blog, and they're leeches. They're leeches. Because they're not, when it comes to Earl Spence, even with Terrence Crawford, they always say there's sources. What sources? You guys never have no concrete information, and when you do, it's speculation off of things like this, Twitter or Instagram, things that you're seeing. So now I want to see how y'all carry it, that you're God, because to a lot of these so-called channels, the ones that I named, Earl Spence is their God. They are fanatic fans of Earl Spence. But now he has come out and saying that he sees what you guys are doing. He sees it. So how are you going to respond now? That Earl Spence is the feeling a lot of the shit that you're doing. I seen one brother last night. He was in denial. He was like, "No, he ain't talking about me. He's not talking about me. He's talking about you too. How many videos have you put out with false narratives? Yeah, he's talking about you. He's talking about half of the LDBC. He's talking about half of these guys that run around claiming they support him, but the only thing they support is they self, trying to make a quick dial off his name off of fake stories. But it's funny how all these pro Spence channels, right, and all of these YouTubers that been pushing narratives for him for years, he really was never getting no concrete information. Hopefully y'all are catching this source this morning. And I just seen old footage put out of Earl Spence sparring. And I said to myself, right, when I seen that, I think I spoke on it yesterday. I said it's funny how they dropped this, they leaked this to them, but can't nobody find the sparring footage of when allegedly his eye was busted up, before the Manny Pacquiao fight. So I said, damn, this is what they're leaking this now. So I can't wait. Today and Friday should be very interesting in the YTC, man. I'm gonna try to catch up on a lot of stuff, but I know this past week I've been extra busy. It's been very humid, but like any real alpha, you have to adapt. Now you see how I adapted. Look what time it is. It's 5:39, and I'm already streaming. I'm getting my first source experience diary blog, whatever you want to call it, in right now. Um, that's how you have to adapt with the game, man. You gotta adapt. And one thing about this blogging game, it's easy. It's an easy grind, especially if you are a grinder, if you are a worker, because 9 times out of 10, the average blogger, boxing blogger, right? They're not really putting in no actual work. They are sorcerers. That's what I call them, sorcerers. They specialize in trickery and gimmicks. But if you are a hard worker and you have to really in the trenches in the field, in due time, in true time, in God's time, they're gonna surpass them all. They're gonna surpass them all because they're not really out here in the field grinding, putting in the work. They're in front of a green screen. They're hiding. They're not actually, really making the connections in order to grow. And it shows because, and I'm gonna use the boxing voice. I've been using them a lot lately because I respect where they came from. Like I've seen them in the trenches to where they at now. And I'm speaking on Ness in particular. Like right now, Ness is moving what we like to call he's rolling with the rush. Shout out to I gotta use Unk's mom. He's rolling with the rush. And what I mean by that is he got the machine behind him. Now, he has a machine, he has a team, he has people that specialize in different things. So all he has to do is just focus on what he does. See, teamwork makes the dream work. Hopefully you will catch it in this sauce, right? I'll be on social media a lot and I just watch a lot, man. And people say, yo, yeah, you need to network more. I do network. I have a team. I have a media team. I have a consulting team, things of that nature. I just don't build with everybody because everybody's not a builder. Just because you think you you play 100 panels and you discuss boxing with all these different people, half of the people you're discussing boxing with, for those of y'all that just I like to call streetwalkers, you know, you're on a half of the boxing channels are these guys that discuss boxing every day are haters. They watch the actual players, right? And they're jealous of them because they want those spots. They want to be like some of these guys want to be advisors. They want to be managers. They want to be just players in the game, but they go about it all wrong trying to do it. Number one. Number two, they're not putting in the legwork to even do it. Because in order to be somebody in the game, you have to really be in the game hands on. You have to be in these gyms. Later for trying to come at a player with the angle. Look, the angle that they've been using for so many years has finally caught up to them. Now it's biting them in the ass. Because here you have Earl Spence. This is his reaction to a tweet. This is his reaction to a tweet. But see, that's the angle a lot of YouTubers use to come at him. Oh, we'll talk about you all the time. And we'll build your audience up. He sees now. He sees it now. Did it really build his audience up? Did it really do anything for him? Only thing it did for him is you guys talk about him every day, and you guys are profiting off of him. He's not seeing no residuals off of these videos you guys do every day, lying about the fight, lying about speaking with somebody in the camp and your sources. And I spoke on that. I spoke on that many years ago. I said, damn, how do you fuck with these guys? How you fucking with these people, but you don't never have no concrete information? You don't never have no concrete information. You don't have no real access. Like I remember watching videos, right? I was like, damn, dudes are so thirsty to get down with him. They're interviewing his sisters. They're interviewing his assistants. Like, damn, you guys are thirsty. So those are your sources, huh? Why can't you get your sources to co-sign some shit that you've been putting out lately? And this goes for all. Like, yeah, this was really. I'm telling you, this was a shot at a lot of channels. That's why I threw a lot of names out there. I threw a lot of communities out there because that's who he's talking about. That's who he's talking about. Just Google search it yourself, or just go on different platforms and channels and see how many people have been putting out Spence videos. This is how they eat. Now, man, and like I said, the next couple of days is going to be very interesting just to see dudes' temperatures and how they try to clean it up, especially the Spence fanatics. Because I know this was a real shot to their ego to have, because they idolize Spence like a god. So to have your God come out and say he is not happy with the work that you are doing, man, this is the Source Experience, man. Top of the morning, man. Listen, man, it's 5:45. I'm about to wrap this up in 15 minutes because I want to get my sets in, get the blood flowing. But I just need to jump on and just shake shit up early, man. Listen, there's other routes to get to it other than YouTube, man. See, YouTube is the lazy man's hustle. Facts of life, man. You figure you could sit in front of a green screen or a computer now and spread lies, spread propaganda, and make a couple dollars. But from what I hear, uh, YouTube taxes you 30%. So if you get a hundo, right, it's really 70. So what does that say about these low, like $30 and all that shit, and $5 super chats and $2 super chat if they taking 30 off the top? Mm. So for $1, a dollar super chat, you're only getting 70 cents. I don't know, man. It's many other ways to earn a dollar, man. But to each his own. Hopefully y'all caught and enjoy this sauce. And maybe you can find some real sources, man. Stop speaking on people's names, the profit off of their name and they hard work and they pain they put in. Finally Earl Spence is waking up. But maybe he was always conscious. It was just that he had the wrong type of devils around him that was keeping him with a cloudy mind states. But hey, what do I know? Zaka, Yaga. Everybody be blessed and have a great morning. It is Thursday, Throwback Thursday. The week is almost here. The weekend is almost here. Get to it, man. Every day you wake up with life is a new opportunity to go pursue and do something. Hopefully y'all caught and enjoyed this show. Zaga, Yaga. You know the vibes. Ahala.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.